What was Jim's max bench press, squat, and deadlift?
I don't remember my squat and dead, but I had a 505 bench in the contest.
Ooh.
But I was on the gas. I can't say I was drug free by no means. I was pushing, and everybody was strong back then. But their bench was the big measure, and 505 in the contest.
I never knew that you had experimented with steroids. How long were you using them?
Well, I never was on the cycle or nothing like that. I just realized guys were taking them, so every once in a while I'd be like, I didn't know and of course I took them enough where I was. I mean, steroids they made a difference. Holy smokes, you could see me at 280 pounds. I was jacked up, man. Like I said, I was benching 505. But also now we're looking at a guy with a heart problem and fighting cancer. So what you stick in your body, you got to look at.
You've got to deal with
Nobody
it down the
realized
road.
how bad the gas was for you back then.
Right.
Knew it couldn't be good for you, but
I hear all
it
the
did
time
make a
that,
difference. It'd be hard for somebody to compete against somebody on the gas if you weren't.
right. I
Football
mean,
players, if one guy was on, one wasn't. Yeah.
what do you think about a wrestler using steroids nowadays under like doctor supervision? I mean, because wrestling is not necessarily a sport in the traditional sense. It's a performance. Would you be okay with guys, with them legalizing it
No,
for
I
sports
well,
entertainment?
it should be like motorcycle helmets. The guy's personal choice. But no, I think steroids, especially 'cause a lot of guys, younger guys, the younger and younger will take them, and they do affect your body. But of course, WWE they usually have the P test. And then, poor Virgil, God bless him. We were talking about Virgil. We squeezed the last little clean pee out of Virg.
He was the
Give me
one
a
who was
little
peeing
too.
clean.
Give me a little bit. But you lined up to give Virgil's pee because he was clean. And then they started testing it. So you had like a little hand warmer. These they sold online. You get a little pee warmer. You could have a little warmer, so it would keep it warm enough. So they put the thing on. Oh, temperature's fine. And then finally, they had to hire a guy who wasn't hired. They had one of the agents, producers, be a pee watcher.
And that's I heard,
Oh,
Jake recently told me about that, and he said at one point Nick Bockwinkel was watching him pee, and he's like, "This guy was the former AWA champion, and now he's got to be a pecker checker," is how Jake
yeah.
put
I think Jake was just embarrassed.
it. Oh yeah, was he doesn't have the snake
I
down there?
don't want to say nothing. He's got awful small feet, though.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to play this one for Jake. We'll let him respond.